How can we create pathways for change? I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. I'm going to tell you how you can create literal neural pathways so that you can change and stop living in stress and anxiety and overwhelm and get living in calm, focused joy. In this video, the first thing that we're going to talk about is number one, how your brain creates your reality. How it creates your thoughts, your feelings, your reactions, your actions, your behavior. Then we are going to talk about how the way that you think and feel become your operating mode. Of course, then I'm going to tell you how you can change your brain so that you can change your life. Then we'll dig into the vision for change. In the end, you'll know how to rewire your brain so that you can change your life for the better, for calm, focused joy that leads to abundance. First, let's talk about how your brain creates who you are. So, the way that you think and feel is basically based upon all your past experiences. So, as a small child, you had experiences that created your operating mode of thoughts, feelings, attitudes, and beliefs. And since that time, you have been existing in the same operating mode with very similar thoughts, beliefs, actions, attitudes, and overall way of thinking. So, what happens when you're doing that is literally in your brain, neural connections are being made and brain cells are firing together to wire in the brain pattern that not only created those thoughts in the first place, but perpetuates the way that you feel and your belief system over time, so that your brain is hardwiring in that belief system so that you get the same thoughts, feelings, and actions on a daily basis. It becomes your operating mode, just like the software that's downloaded on a computer system, and then that becomes the operating system of the computer. Then, if you use your operating system every day, you continue to hardwire in that mode through your daily thoughts, feelings, actions, reactions, attitudes, and beliefs. It keeps the cycle perpetuating itself. And in my world, I call it a negative feedback loop. Your thoughts and your feelings create your behaviors, which gets you the same outcome, which then goes back and hardwires that pattern into your brain. So that is what creates the mode that you're in. So if you are in a stressed or an anxious or an overwhelmed or depressed or too busy, especially if you're just not happy, that is the mode that you are creating on a moment-to-moment basis. That is how your thinking and feeling, actions, reactions, attitudes, and beliefs become your new operating mode. So, how do you change the operating mode so that you can feel and perform differently, better? There's two main ways you can do it. Number one, brain training. Train your brain. We live in the day and age that neuroscience and technology have come so far that most people, even most professionals, don't even know about it. And it is confirmed and proven by 50, 60, it's actually more than that. It's more than 65 years of science that proves that you can train your brain using technology to change your operating mode. And thank goodness, this technology is now available at a very affordable price, and you can use it at home. And of course, I can guide you if that's something that you're down for. But basically, what you're doing is you're teaching your brain to adjust itself and guide itself into the calm focus mode. You're bringing down that mode that creates stress and anxiety, down the mode that creates overwhelm and fatigue, and you're bumping up the mode in the middle for calm, focused joy. And you can do this using a simple headband in today's day and age. Now, if you don't want the headband, what you can do is start a meditation practice. And I'm not going to talk about that here, but you can go online and find a meditation practice that feels good to you. Essentially, what you're doing is slowing your brain down to perfect processing speed here in the middle, and you're allowing it to become more plastic and flexible so that you can change the operating mode of the system that is operating in the background. That's how you move from the subconscious mind that's directing all your behaviors and actions, and you can use your conscious mind to rewire it. Once you get in the habit of training your brain so that you're training down that anxious mode, down that fatigued, overwhelmed mode, and bumping up that perfect processing speed in the middle, now you've created a brain that is more neuroplastic. It's easier to change. Then you can use the second technique, which is to create new thoughts, new feelings, new attitudes, new actions, new reactions, and new belief systems. How do you do that? Well, you start by envisioning them. And as we move into the new year and we're creating a new brain, I have partnered with other professionals in the community to offer a vision board activity for people to participate in. And here I'm here to tell you about it. Not that you need to join us, but what you can do is create your own vision board. If you don't want to create it physically in the actual world, create it mentally, because mentally will get you far in this journey. So what you need to do is envision what you want to create in your life. And people think of vision boards as, items, objects, things that material items that people want to get. That is surface level when we think about a vision board. When you are identifying items and objects and experiences that you want to have in your life, what you really are doing is trying to envision how you will think and feel if you acquire those things, and how you will think and feel if you get to do those experiences. And each item, object, or experience has a fundamental thought and feeling that goes along with it. And the reason that is important is because that emotional quotient is what will produce the neurochemicals in your brain and start hardwiring in a new, better brain pattern that is less stressed out, less anxious, calmer, and more focused. So when you envision the life you want to create for yourself, you're tricking your brain into beginning to create it. So if on your vision board you're envisioning the house of your dreams, it's not really the house that you want, it's the thought and the feeling. The thoughts and the feelings are ones of stability, of home, of family, of comfort, of love. That becomes the driving force behind a new home. So think about the thoughts and the feelings of what you want to create for yourself in this new year. And what that will do is unwire the pattern of overwhelm and fatigue and stress and anxiety that you've been living in. And it will start to rewire your brain in an abundant manner that thinks about and starts laying down the neural pathways for calm, focused joy. So engage in your own vision board process and start envisioning the future that is easier and more relaxed, calmer, more focused, more productive, and just happier and more fun. And you'll start laying down that foundation. Okay, if you want help in that journey, visit my website at drtrishleigh.com. You'll see all of my programs there. And don't forget, control your brain or it'll control you.